Welcome to the Spirit Room, part sacred circle, part slumber party with spirit, and always a safe space for a little magic. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get live on everywhere, so I don't know if this is going to work. So we shall see. Hello, everybody, and happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Today is, I'm like I don't know about you guys, but I feel like finally I'm in a really good mood. How about you? You know, I mean, it's so much fun to be in a better mood than, junk, right? So anyway, I hope everybody's doing great, having a great day. I am live in a few different places. So there we have on that. I want to tell you before I jump into our theme and then to readings. Hi, Bex. Good to see you. Before I jump into this, though, I want to share that tomorrow night I'm doing a special event with my dear friend Cheryl Murphy. She is such an amazing psychic medium. Like, when I watch her work, I kind of go, whoa, one of those kind of things. So she and I are doing an event tomorrow night called Spring Fling with Spirit. So awesome. And that will be tomorrow night, which is Friday. What is today? The 2nd. So it's April 3rd. Okay. So if you're interested in that, you can go to my website and find out all of this stuff on my events page at lauriealbert.com. You can check all that out. So I'd love to see you there. It's only like $22, something like that, to get in. So, and there are very few seats left. So just throwing that out there. Okay. All right. So before we jump into readings, which we are going to do, I promise, I want to, before we jump into that, I want to talk about our theme for the week. Okay, so on Patreon, you guys know I have a Patreon page, and on Patreon, every week I have like a theme of the week, right? So this week, it's about new beginnings, beginning again, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And because it just felt right. Doesn't it feel right? Like beginning again feels like such a great topic right now, right? And what I really want to talk about, well, first of all, actually, before we even start, let's just take just a moment to kind of settle into our space. Okay. So let's settle into this space. Let's arrive in this moment together. Not just physically, but energetically and emotionally and spiritually. Let's all just enter into this beautiful container together, So wherever you are right now, let's take a nice deep breath in and release it. Perfect. There's nothing better than a gentle inhale of breath and then letting it go. That does so much for us. And I don't even think that it's like that people realize it, that we all realize it, So let me say hello to a couple people before I jump in. Frank and Katie and Keith. Hi, guys. Nice to see everybody. Okay, so let's jump into the talk so that I can get into readings, right? Tonight, like I said, this week, our theme on Patreon is about new beginnings. Okay. Hi, Iris and Sue. Thanks for being here. So this is our theme this week on Patreon. Okay. And what I love about the idea of beginning again, right, is that it kind of reminds us that life is not a straight line. Think that through for just a minute, It's not about getting it perfect the first time, or even the 10th time if you really want to look at it like that, right? It's about remembering that at any moment, you are allowed a fresh start. At any moment, any second. You're allowed to shift your energy. You're allowed to release what feels heavy. You're allowed to open be open to something new. You're allowed. I'm giving you permission, you know? And that includes how we show up spiritually as well, you know? I feel like sometimes we think that we have to be in a certain sort of perfect place, you know, sometimes to connect with spirit, you know? Like we need to be totally healed or clear or calm, all of that, you know? But that's not exactly how it works, you know? Spirit meets you right where you are. Spirit has this great way of doing that, don't you think? You know? Spirit meets us right where we are in our questions, our uncertainty. And I love to say it this way, but Spirit meets us right where we are in our hope. Oh, isn't that beautiful? To me, that just feels so good, you know? And it meets us right where we are in that messy, those human moments that we have, right? So here's what I want to say. Spirit isn't asking you to be perfect. Spirit is asking you, this is the key, Spirit is asking you to be present. Present in this moment, you know? And tonight, this is a space to be present. A space for openness, a space for healing, a space for connection and messages, all done in a natural way. Okay? So, if you've been feeling like you need kind of a reset, I don't know about you, but I've been feeling this lately, you know? If you feel like you're in need of a reset, like you've been carrying something that's ready to be released, you know? Or if you're stepping into a new chapter, but you're not quite sure how, you're in the right place. And in the spirit, okay, so I decided a couple weeks ago that I am going to put more of my own life out there for you guys, okay? And this is something that has been it's been so insightful these last several weeks for me, okay? So here we go. This is me being like Lori, okay? I have recently, over the past year, I've lost 40 pounds. Okay. And yeah, yay, me, all of that stuff, right? And I feel great. I'll just say it that way. However, that's not the lesson that I got out of this. Like, oh, I can feel great if I lose weight or all that stuff. Oh my God. My spiritual aha moment was something so much bigger than that. About 30 years ago, my husband and I decided together that we're going to try to have babies, right? I got pregnant, had a miscarriage. Okay. Then, and I gained weight with that pregnancy, had a miscarriage. I'm just going to say it happened a few more times. Okay. So I would get pregnant, gain some weight as you do, lose, have a miscarriage, and then move on and keep moving on, because anybody that knows me, any of you guys that know me know that I'm like, oh, let's go, right? I'm the type of person whereas if I can't do something, I'm just going to keep doing it until I get it right, okay? So the bottom line to this whole thing is that I never really lost the weight. I mean, I did finally have a beautiful daughter, and she is the light of my life. I love her to pieces, right? So it did end happy, okay? But I never lost the weight from those miscarriages, okay? And about a month ago or so, I realized that as I'm sitting here losing this weight, I'm actually dealing with the grief that came along with losing those children because they were my babies, right? So I started realizing that the losing the weight is kind of like allowing me to actually grieve. I feel like that my grief, in a sense, made me hold on to that weight. Okay? And isn't that amazing? What an amazing insight. Like when I first realized it, I was like, whoa. I mean, it was like, whoa, this is big. Then I started realizing this started happening, and this is, maybe I'm sharing too much here, but I have a spirit team that I work with on every live, every reading that I do, every little thing that I do, right? I have a spirit team, and all of a sudden, my miscarriage, I don't even know if that's a word, but the children, the loved ones, my little babies that are in spirit are part of my spirit team. So I invited them in. This is several months ago, right? I invited them in to be part of my spirit team. And in working with them, and I noticed that I was like, there was a lot of aha moments. I'll just leave it at that for that. But about a month ago, I started realizing that the grief allowed me to, like, dealing with the grief allowed to help me lose the weight. And I just know I'm never going to gain that weight back, because I have dealt with, and you never are fully done grieving, especially when it's a child or a baby, right? So very interestingly, I feel like that shedding the weight helped me deal with the grief. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I just, it's just incredible. Okay. So that being said, that is what made me start thinking of new beginnings. This is a new life for me in terms of, like, I didn't even realize, like, I started losing weight and I wasn't even paying attention to it. I just started doing it and things were, happening. And now all of a sudden I realized, all around that same time, about a month ago, I started to realize that this is a new life for me. When we go through that period of grief, in whatever form that looks like, whatever you're grieving or whatever, is you're dealing with that, it's like shedding stuff, right? So for me, it was quite literal. I was shedding the pounds, while I was dealing with that. So isn't that amazing? To me, that's just that was my big, amazing aha moment. Okay. Yeah. So I really wanted to share that with you. And what I want to share actually is one other little thing about this. If you feel called, okay, during tonight's readings, maybe say this little mantra to yourself, or you could say this in terms of a meditation that you're going to do or whatever, right? You can say this as a mantra to yourself. I am open to new beginnings, and I trust, that's so key, and I trust what is unfolding. Okay? I am open to new beginnings, and I trust what is unfolding for me. Isn't that amazing, And letting that settle into your energy, that's so amazingly, to me, that's so important. Letting it settle within your energy. That's where the aha moments start to take hold, kind of, And okay, and as I open up to spirit here, I want to say that I do this, and we're going to do this with the intention of love and clarity, and the highest good for everybody. Okay. And that is the entire thing of new beginnings, right? Creating your new beginning with, creating your new beginning. That's really all I want to say about it. Create your own new beginning. You can do it at any given moment. So now all of that said, let's get into, what do you guys have to say about this? Keith, thank you. Sharing your story in a minute. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Iris. Yes, amazing. Isn't it an amazing story? And thank you, Katie. Yeah. So that all being said, I thank you guys so much for the words of encouragement there. Keith says so many new things and also letting go of the things that no longer serve you. And that is so important too. You know, allowing yourself the ability to let go what does not serve you anymore, what might feel heavy to you. Okay. So yeah, so I wanted to throw that out there too. All right. Now let's jump in. Okay. So before we do this, okay, before I jump into the readings, I want to tell you I've got 3 decks. I've got a new deck to me. My, a friend, well, I was going to say a friend of a friend, but she was my friend too. She was a medium and she passed away, and I got a deck of her cards, and they are the energy oracle cards. And so I decided I was going to use these tonight. So we'll see. But I've also got Denise Lynn's Sacred Destiny deck and the Sacred Forest deck. So I've got those. Now, thank you, Sue. You're so sweet. Okay, so what I want to say about this is, okay, a couple things. Spirit guides everything that I do. All right, so if I don't choose you for a reading, please don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with you personally, right? It's spirit. Okay, now, part of me saying that, okay, is that if I'm not reading you, if I'm not actually speaking to you and giving you a reading, keep listening, because spirit has this funny way of throwing in messages for a whole bunch of people. Okay, so let me just throw that to you. All right. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense. I just love being here, so thank you. Oh, Keith says, the snake year teaches us to let it go. Yeah, absolutely. The year of the snake last year, you know, and the fire horses are here to to get us up and go. I love that. Yes. Oh, you have so Iris, you know these energy cards? I love that. Oh my gosh. That's so awesome. Hi, Frank. You're open for anything? Okay, got it. Okay, so let's just see where spirit leads me first. So if you would like a reading, you can put it in the chat. Yeah, so I am here for you. Okay. All right, so let's see. La 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 la. I'm going back and you know what, Iris, I'm supposed to start with you, dear one. So what can I do for you, Iris? Would you like some clarity on a, got it, Katie? Awesome. Oh my God. Yeah, everybody wants reading. This is great. Awesome. Hi, Young Park. Nice to see you. Oh, it would be your first. Oh, you got your first reading from me 4.5 years ago. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Young Park, that is the coolest thing ever. Oh, I love hearing that. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so Iris, what is it that I can do for you? Would you like some clarity on an area of your life? Is there a loved one in spirit that you'd like to hear from? Hi, future someone. Oh, that's kind of an interesting name. That's a really cool name. Future someone. So Iris, I'm going to pull you a card to just start the ball rolling here. And let's see where we go. Okay, so Iris, this card, just a general reading that spirit wants you to hear. Well, all right. Okay, so I'm using the new energy deck. All right. And we're going to see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. Oh, well, this is kind of funny. Now, Iris, I don't know you, but I feel like from this card. So I pulled this card. It is the Door to Spirit card, which is kind of ironic in funny, because, the door to spirit, So this door to spirit is opening for you. I really got to tell you what I'm getting from this card is that, and this, I'm supposed to say it this way. Ooh, I've got so much energy tingling on my head. You have unrealized spiritual gifts. So give me yeses and nos, Iris. Hi, Kelsey. Give me yeses and nos on this, Iris. Okay. Because I want to know if it's resonating with you. Okay. I feel like, and I was supposed to say it just like that. You have unrealized spiritual gifts. Do you know that? Iris, this is for Iris, okay? And I'm not saying that you're not already sort of developing your spiritual gifts, but I feel like that there's something that you're supposed to start to, like, Spirit would really love it if you would, if you would, what am I trying to say? If you would start to pay attention to, let's put it that way, okay? Yes, you understand that. It does resonate. Okay, good. I'm really kind of also getting that you're ready. I feel like I'm supposed to say all of this, okay? You're ready, okay? Don't sell yourself short, okay, on potential ways of, I have to turn my camera off just for a second. This is interesting. Things are happening. Things are happening. Seriously? Really, Lori? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I got some stuff going on. I don't know what is happening. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this and then we put it back on. I don't know. Craziness. Okay, so anyway. Okay. So, okay, got it. Okay, things are okay. Things are okay. Now I'm back into focus. Okay. Yes, it's just self-doubt. Right. Okay. I'm really supposed to tell you, Iris, that as much as you might feel the self-doubt, and I have a few students on here, everybody has them. Everybody has the doubt, and they're not sure what they're supposed to do next, or they're not sure where the thing goes. Now, as far as and I'm not trying to you don't have to do this, but I have a Patreon page, patreon.com/Lori Albert, okay? And you might find some answers on there, okay? Because I'm creating a spiritual community on there. I've created, it's up, it's ready, it's there, okay? So I want to throw that out to you. Also, Insight Timer, as somebody just mentioned a little bit ago, Insight Timer is a fantastic community for that as well. Okay, so throwing all of that out there, I feel like that I'm supposed to tell you that. Now, all of that being said, Iris, I'm also supposed to pull a card regarding just like the next part of this. Don't ask me what this means. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect and it makes so much sense. I pulled the healing card and it's the bear. Do you see it? The bear spirit. Okay. Oh, that's exciting. All right. So allow yourself to sit in meditation and you can set the intention as you are sitting in meditation. Okay. You can create the intention that you're going to know where to go next, who to follow, who to learn from, all of that. Okay. So I want to throw that out there to you. When we set an intention, that's a sacred bond between you and spirit and you and your guides. Okay. So trust that you're going to be led. Okay. It's like, I'm kind of giving you like a little bit of a teaching lesson, right? It's in here. If you feel like the gut instinct, follow that in terms of your spiritual development. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. Ooh, Iris, that's exciting. I mean, to me, I just remember when I first decided that I was going to start to develop my gifts, and it just, the excitement is real. It's so beautiful, and you're going to be amazing. Okay. So sit in meditation and trust your gut as to where you need to go next. Keith says, I can understand that self-doubt and trust. And I have to tell you, Keith, can I just out you? I hope that that's okay. Keith, when he started, there was we all have it, right? But there was so much self-doubt and so much like we want to go within and we sit like this, And the first couple times that Keith was on our development circle, he was very quiet and all of that, as we all are, right? But now, I mean, Keith is like, wow, he just is so right, all in, and that's kind of the key. When you decide that you want to develop yourself, and I'm learning this to teach other people of this. When you decide to go all in, okay? When you decide to go all in, that's when it starts, okay? If you decide to go all in, that is kind of a key. So, yeah. And Keith, you're amazing. You're just freaking amazing. So, all right, Iris, good luck to you. If you ever have any questions about that, you can always direct message me or email me or whatever, and I can help, okay? Because I know it's a scary thing to know where you're going to be, to know what to do, Keith, I made the decision this year to go all in and work your butt off. You already did that a while ago. You've been doing this for a while, so it's good. All right, so Katie says, I understand the self-doubt. Really just trying to figure out what and how and who. Absolutely. Okay, so Katie, you were supposed to be my next reading, right? So you tell me, I don't know if that's your question, but answer me, listen to me. Ask me whatever it is. Like, do you need some clarity on an area of your life? Is there a loved one in spirit you want to hear from? I've got some people lined up back here. Okay, so, you're so welcome, Iris. Absolutely. I mean, I remember how alone I felt at the beginning of my development because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. And I actually have another medium that lives right next door to me. Okay. And he became a mentor to me, but until I accepted it, it was hard, like I didn't know what to do, where to go or what to think. And, I just didn't know. So I have a soft spot in my heart for that, so. Okay. So Katie, what is it that I can do for you? Give me your question. Oh, need some guidance? Yes, from spirit. That would be great. Okay. Do you have a loved one in spirit that you'd like to hear from? Because I feel like, let me just say, I've got a man stepping forward and he feels fatherly, but for some reason I'm kind of feeling like he's not actually your father. So I don't know if this would be a grandfather who was like a father to you, or like, just somebody that was very fatherly to you, that gave you fatherly advice and all of that kind of stuff. He's stepping forward. He's telling me, first of all, let me just tell you, he's got a personality. Okay. Whoever this guy is. Okay. Okay. So Katie, tell me if this is your dad. I feel like that he's got a really awesome personality, and he's showing me, and I don't know if, well, you know what? I'm going to hold off on that. Oh, just hold on. He's stepping forward. He loves my hat. Okay. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to I'm supposed to say. He loves my hat. He's not scared to step forward. Okay. So I feel like that he had a really awesome personality. So Katie, let me know if this makes sense. Kelsey, you too? Okay, so I'm trying to zone in on Katie, but you never know. And that's like what I was saying before, is that's kind of how spirit works. I may have both of your dads. Just saying. Okay. Okay. So this guy, this man says, my whole style, bless your heart. So Katie, tell me if this makes sense to you. I feel like that, oh my God, you're so funny, Kelsey. I feel like that this man was very encouraging. Katie, I'm tapping into your energy as well right now. And I'm kind of feeling, Kelsey, you're going to be on deck next. Okay. Just so you know. All right. Spirit is already like, oh, you need to give Kelsey a reading. Okay. So hold on. Okay. So, but Katie, okay. I'm really getting, like, I'm feeling like, and I don't know if this is when you were younger or what, but I'm feeling a little shy. I feel like I want to go into myself a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So Katie, I feel like that, and I feel like that this man helped you kind of come out of your shell. Okay. So Katie, tell me if that makes sense to you. I've asked, just so you know, because once Kelsey started talking, I felt like that her dad was coming through too, and I asked him to kind of separate. So I've got two gentlemen here now. Kelsey, he's over there. Yours is over there. And yeah, okay. So just so you know. All right. So, okay, good, Katie. So that resonates. So much love. But what he is telling me, Katie, is that he's like, there would be days, and tell me if this makes sense to you, because he's like, there would be days when she would be out of her shell and she would just be this amazing person, big personality and the whole thing. And then there would be other days when she would kind of go into the shell. And she's like, that's what I want her. I wanted for her. I wanted to see her come out of that shell. Okay. And he feels like he tried really hard. And he's telling me that there are still days when you go back into that shell. He's like, but it's different now. It's in a different way. And he's telling me that, from the other side, he sees that sometimes, some days when we go into our little shell, okay, when we go into that shell, it's actually good. It's like healing. It's makes you feel a little bit more like yourself, like you understand yourself a little bit more. Okay. Night, Keith. Much love to you. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So Katie says, I don't know how I came out of the shyness. I think it was him. He encouraged. No, I don't know that he ever had this conversation with you about it. Okay. But he feels like, to me, is this your dad, by the way? It feels like it might be your dad. I feel like that he just would do these things, I feel like that he would do these things to like encourage you to come out of yourself, but you didn't necessarily know what he was doing. Okay. That being said, I feel like I haven't been able to, okay. So Katie's latest comment is, I feel like I haven't been able to come out of my shell for months. You're not alone. Okay. I want to say that to you because it's a time energetically on this planet right now. Okay. And I'm not even talking about all of the stuff, that's happening, wars and all of that crap, right? I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the energy on the planet has been, I'm sorry to say it this way, but this is how I feel, all over the place. I feel like that the energy has been all over the place. And it's our job as human beings, as spiritual beings having a human experience, okay, it's our job to just sort of figure out how to get out of that, So Katie, it's so interesting because at first he was showing me him helping you come out of your shell as a little girl, right? But now, I feel like from the other side, he's still doing the same thing, but from spirit, okay? I've been really emotional, etc. I'm ready to find my happiness again and to laugh. Oh, you know what? I love that for you. I want to say, talk to your dad, okay? He's listening. He's right there with you in spirit, okay? The other thing that I'm supposed to, actually, you know what? Before I even say anything, I'm going to pull you a card. Oh, okay, fine. I'm going to pull one of the energy cards. I picked up the Sacred Forest deck and I heard, no. Oh my God. I've been very emotional. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. So Katie, this is very interesting. All right. Let's see what this happens. Oh, of course. Okay. I love this card for you. So Katie, the card I pulled is 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Now, I'm resonating more for you for this reading on the 7th chakra. Okay. And I don't know if you're familiar. Tell me, Katie, are you familiar with the chakras? Okay. That would be kind of, before I say too much, I want to, the chakra, the seventh chakra is your crown chakra. And it's just above the top of your head. And it is basically your connection with spirit. Okay. So I'm saying right here, right now, Katie, and I mean, I might sound like a broken record because I say this a lot, but meditation, 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 that's really what I feel like is supposed to be your big message right now. Okay. Get in there. Yes, familiar. Oh, you're a Reiki master. Oh, of course then. Okay, well, if you're a Reiki master, I love that. That's great. But I feel like that there may be some cords that might need to be cut. Okay. I don't want to assume that you understand what that means. I feel like you probably do. But if you go on Insight Timer, they have, if you type in cord cutting meditation, okay, or cord rooting meditation, because a lot of people have the idea of that we can't just cut the cords because they come back, blah, blah, blah. It's this whole big thing. But for right now, I feel like that there might be some cords that need to be cut or rooted, the whole thing. Okay. I wish I had a meditation that I could send to you that's me doing it. But if you go to Insight Timer and search for cord cutting meditation, I think that will really, I feel like almost like you're going to feel really good, like almost instantaneously. Okay. I did one of those. The first time I ever did a cord cutting meditation, first of all, I started crying, and you can understand this if you're a Reiki master, right? I started crying, and once all of that, once I was done, I felt like a brand new person. Okay. So yeah. And I feel like that you understand that, being a Reiki master. Yeah. Oh, you have the app. Good. Awesome. So try that. Let me know how it goes for you. If you feel good, yeah, I would love to know how that works for you. Okay. So, Katie, much love to you, dear one. I just feel so much, like love and, compassion for you. So, and your dad, keep talking to him. Keep talking to him. He is right there for you. He is right there for you. And you will, as you probably would understand, you will, if you don't already hear him talking back or feel him, you will soon. Okay. So I'm just throwing that out there too. All right. Much love to you, Katie. Yeah. Good luck with that. Let me know how it goes. All right. So next. All right, Kelsey. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is really interesting because Kelsey, hopefully you're still here. This is so funny because once I separated, and this is just for anybody who wants to know kind of how this works. Once I separated the two guys, Katie's father wasn't as boisterous, let's just say, as Kelsey's. And he was very respectful, right? He was very respectful, but he stepped to the side. And now he's back. Okay, so Katie, so Kelsey, did you say that you feel like that this is your dad? I've had spirits here, and you guys are going to laugh when you hear me say this, right? I've had spirits come through that flirt with me. It's just part of what it is, and I always just laugh and all of that stuff, Yes, I feel like he's very respectful, but I feel like he was kind of like flirting with me a little bit. Like, oh my God, your hat. Oh my God, that is so cool. It's your vibe. Like, yeah, that's why I had to come through, and that's what I was getting from him, right? So Kelsey, think it's your dad. He was ladies' man. Oh yeah, this spirit for sure. All right, I'm asking him now for validation so that we can, he's like, what? You need more validations that this is me? Oh my God, he's He's not scared. And I love spirits like this. They make my job so easily. I love spirits that are not scared to talk, right? I feel like he's been gone for a little while. Not like 20 years, a long while, but I feel like that he's been gone for a little while because he feels really good at this coming through. Let me just say it that way. He was such a nice man. Such a cool guy. Such a cool guy. He is telling me that he wasn't necessarily, and Kelsey, tell me if this makes sense to you. He wasn't necessarily like totally in to spirituality. He had heard stuff. 15 years. Okay. He knew stuff about like spirituality, but when he passed, on the other side, he was like, wow, this is cool, right? So that's what I really want to say. And Kelsey, tell me if that might make sense to you. You may not have understood any of that. You may not have known any of that, but that's what I'm getting from him. He was kind of, and I'm just going to say 100%. Okay, good. I'm feeling like that he was kind of like a hippie-ish kind of person. Like he liked to just be, who he was, you know? Like he didn't apologize for being who he was, you know? And he's saying to me that you sort of follow into those footsteps a little bit. Like you're not scared to be who you know, smoked weed, drank beer. I totally, yeah. Right? That's the hippiness, you know, the hippiness. So spot on. Thanks, Kelsey. Yeah. And you are that same type of person. You don't apologize for being you. And you know what? I so respect that. You know, I mean, forever. Okay, so I'm 60, right? I didn't start to develop my gifts until I was about 35, 40. Okay, so it's been a while, but before that, I was like the queen of apologizing. And anybody here that knew me back then, I was like the queen of apologizing. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Everything was sorry, right? And once I started doing this work, I like stopped doing that because I was like, you know what? I'm owning this. And I remember the day that I put on Facebook that, you know, I am a medium, blah, blah, blah. There was this freedom that was so absolutely cool. Like I felt like I finally arrived, you know? And that's kind of how and I'm not saying, Kelsey, that you're a medium and that you're going to be doing all this stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that you've arrived into yourself. Okay? All right? Okay. Hey, Bernadette. Good to see you. So yeah, I love that about you. All right. Now, here's what your dad wants to say to you. Aside from, he's so proud of you. Right? He's proud of who you are. He's proud of, like, you're very helpful. That's what he's telling me. He's like, you wouldn't believe. She is like so helpful to other people. I love that. That's awesome. Love that. So beautiful. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do is, he's telling me that he likes the sacred forest cards, the fairy deck, and he wants you to have a fairy deck card. All right. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw that. Okay, so I've got 3 cards here. Okay, so I've got 3 cards here, and this is your reading. Oh my God, this is so freaking funny. Oh my God, Kelsey, this is hilarious. Okay, so the first card that I'm supposed to show you, oh no, is not that one. Wow. Okay, so this is like, I'm supposed to put it in this order, and this is like a past, God, this is crazy. Bernadette, you're so cute. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, so Kelsey, It's like a past, present, and future kind of reading. Okay. And I got to go kind of fast so I can get to lots of people here. First card, this is your past. Letting go. You're supposed to, if you haven't already, let go. And which is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Let go of all of the crap that does not serve you. Whatever feels heavy to you, let it go. And I feel like that your dad is telling me one thing specifically. Let it go. Just put it out to pasture. That's his words, not mine. Okay? All right, so that's the past, or closing up to the present. But this is the this is the present. Okay? The present is passage. Okay? Once you begin the idea of letting this crap go, and I'm trying to be respectful of anybody who doesn't like, those kind of words. You know what I'm saying? So Kelsey, allow yourself to be who you know you're supposed to be. That is such a big thing. Big thing. If you can, okay? If you can allow yourself to take all those little things that are percolating in the back of your head and move it into the front of your head, put it right in front of you. And I feel like you might know what I'm talking about. I'm hoping you do. But all of this stuff that you've been hiding from yourself, okay? Letting go of all of the crap. And now you're taking all of the stuff that you know you want for your life, and you're taking it from behind and you're bringing it right into the future. You're bringing it into your present, okay? Oh, good. I'm glad you do know that. And then this is your future card. The future is success, okay? Secret Spring, okay? And as I say Secret Spring and success, what I'm getting from that is that is kind of your key to your future, okay? Letting it go, allowing all of the stuff that you know you really want, allowing it to come in to focus, okay? That's sort of your formula for success, okay? I love this reading for you, and I don't know you, but oh my gosh, energetically, I feel like I know you, and this feels so powerful. And your dad is right there with you. Right there with you. He's going to help anytime he can. Oh, awesome. Oh, I love this reading for you. So Kelsey, much love to you. Oh my gosh. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm loving these readings tonight, you guys. They really kind of feel really, really powerful. Really powerful. Okay, so I am looking. Who else is, oh my gosh, we've got people here that I did not say hello to. I'm so sorry. Hi, Veronica. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I missed you. I'm sorry about that. Awesome. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, and much love to you. Okay, so who wants a reading? Who wants a reading? Who? Wait, there was somebody up towards the top that I was supposed to. And your dad is amazing, Kelsey. He's amazing. I'm not seeing. Oh, you're open. Okay, so SSP, who are you? What is your name? Hi, Jamie. Okay, so SSP and then Jamie. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, hi, Cheyenne. Okay. I just don't know, some of these names. Okay, so Cheyenne, what can I do for you? I feel like that there's an area of your life that you want some clarity on. And what's interesting is that I'm supposed to pull you an energy card, and this is cool. She's like, hey. Okay. Frank, I feel like that this particular session has been, okay, and the word that I'm hearing is ripe with messages for you. I hope that you have been kind of listening in the back. So, hi, Francesca. Okay, so Cheyenne, open to whatever I need to hear right now. Otherwise, job area. Okay, so I just pulled an energy card for you. Let's see where this goes. Oh, this is interesting. Now, I've never used this energy deck before, so this card is like so cool. It says all tied up. The number is 23, and look at the lady. She's all tied up. That's crazy. But you know what's really interesting, Cheyenne? I feel like that this card, out of all of the cards that could possibly be pulled, I feel like that this is so like indicative of what's going on with you. I feel like that right now you are in this space. Cheyenne, tell me if this makes sense to you, but I feel like that you are in this space where you feel like that your hands are completely tied. Okay? And this might have to do with your job. Okay? This might, like, it, you know, Spirit has that funny way of doing it, right? I feel like that your hands are kind of tied in a couple of different areas within your job. Okay? That there are not, like, it's kind of like you feel like that you don't have a choice in the matter of how you're going to deal with this, or this. Do you know what I'm saying? 100% good. But you know what I'm really getting? I'm getting that okay, so just tell me if this makes sense to you. Within your job, there are situations happening. Okay? I'm just using that word kind of loosely. There are situations happening that a lot of people are not sure how to sort of move through. Okay? And this is why I'm getting, and this is where I should say it that way. This is where I'm getting that you feel like your hands are tied. But I feel like that you have potential answers to these issues that you have not shared with anybody. Tell me if that makes sense to you. I have 1 week left of maternity leave before I have to go back. Oh, that makes so much sense. Right. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to hopefully I can remember exactly what I just said, that there are situations, okay, that you have not quite told anybody, okay, that you're feeling, that there are situations, there are things happening. I'm wondering if there is any way for you to work from your house for a little while before you take that next step. Okay? Bottom line is, even if that doesn't sit right, or if that doesn't feel right, I feel like you have an answer for that. You have an answer for that. Okay? Tell me if this makes sense to you. And I get that you're not ready to go back. Yeah, it's one of motherhood's hardest things to do is go back. Yeah, totally relate to that. What I want to say is that I feel like that you have an answer. There's something there that you already have an answer to this. Okay? That might help you maneuver through and get what you want. What is it that you really want that you're not allowing yourself to think? Do you want to work from home? Is that what you want to do with the rest of your life? What is it that you really want? I'm just making that up, right? But, you know, that sort of, I would love something different somehow, but my actual current job I could not do from home. Okay. If I have the answer, I don't know it yet. Okay. I think you do know the answer, but I think you might not realize, like, consciously know the answer. Okay. So what I would suggest that you do is meditate on this. Set the intention before you sit in meditation Set the intention that you are going to, that things, okay, so let me just say it this way. One of my friends, she says this to herself all the time. All is well. All is well. All is well. Okay? So if you keep saying that to yourself, all is well, and then you sit with the intention of, you know what? Maybe I'm not ready to go back yet, but I'm giving it up to you, Spirit. Okay? I'm giving it up to you. I would love to stay home, but let's just give it up to Spirit. Stay home for another week, 2 weeks, whatever it is. I'm giving it up to you, Spirit. Okay? Create that intention. But at the same time, say to yourself, all is well. All is well. Okay? Oh, okay. She's my fifth. Wow. Bless your heart. She's my fifth, so I have a lot of kids' schedules to work, plus their dad's jobs and stuff, right? Wow. You have a lot. You, out of everybody on here, probably needs meditation more than any of us, right? And I'm not saying that you need to sit for an hour, the whole thing. I'm not saying you have to do that, okay? But I am saying that if you give yourself 10 minutes, create that intention for yourself and keep saying to yourself the affirmation, all is well, all is well, all is well. Yeah. I get that you're, oh God, and you're breastfeeding too. I get that your hands are tied. Okay? But I feel like that, and Spirit keeps wanting me to say this. Oof, like the energy is, like if you could see inside my head, it feels like it's pulsating, right? That's how much energy is in there. Give it up to Spirit. Okay? Just give it all up to Spirit. And then listen to your gut. Okay? All right. Oh my God. Much love to you. Much love to you. All right. So, Jamie, I'm going to pull a card for you. All right. And Jamie, hopefully you're still here. I'm going to pull one card for you, and then I'm going to pull a card for the collective. All of us. Much love to you, Cheyenne. All right. So, Jamie, hopefully you're still here because I'm pulling you a card. Yay. Okay. So, this is so perfect. So perfect. It's the transformation card. The butterfly spirit. Butterfly spirit. Transformation. Transformation. Okay. What I'm getting for you about this, with this card, Jamie, is that, oh my God. And what's interesting is that I feel like this is really, really similar to what I was just reading for Cheyenne, right? I feel like that if you give up, because I'm feeling a sense of, and tell me if this makes sense to you, Jamie, but I'm feeling like that you have a lot of crap that you're dealing with right now. That's just what I'm getting, right? That there's situations happening and there's a lot of crap. Okay? And you're just like, ugh. Like, I feel frustrated when I tap into your energy about these situations. Okay? So, Jamie, allow yourself to just give it all up. Does that make sense to you, by the way, about all the crap that you're dealing with, Jamie? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Allow yourself to just breathe. Okay, you know what I'm really supposed to, thank you. Oh my God, what I'm supposed to do? Share the 16-second meditation with you guys. Okay? We all have 16 seconds that we can take for ourselves. Okay? Right? I mean, we do. All right? Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. And hold again for 4 seconds. Let's all do that right now. Okay? So we're going to breathe in. You can close your eyes or not. Breathe in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out slowly. 2, 3, 4, and hold it out. 2, 3, 4. Right? It shifts something within us when we do that type of meditation. And Cheyenne with the 5 kids, maybe the 16-second meditation is for you, you know. But Jamie, I feel like that I want to tell you to go into your heart space. I feel like you're dealing with a lot, and I'm very sorry to hear that. I just feel like that when in doubt, maybe do that 16-second meditation and go into your heart space. Okay? Oh, yeah. And in these few last moments, I'm sending you so much love, Jamie. Yeah, much love to you. Okay? Wow. Yeah. All right. So now I am going to pull a card for all of us. Okay. Card for all of us for the collective before we sign off here. Oh, by the way, if anybody feels like donating, I really would appreciate it. You guys are so sweet. If you feel called, if you don't, no harm, no foul, definitely. But you can go to my website, lauriealbert.com, and go to the donations tab. If you feel called, I would never want to take any money away from anybody that's not, you know, like that really needs it. But if you feel called, there you go. Okay. This is for all of us. And this is, so I wish Keith was still on here because look what I just pulled. I pulled the action card and, oh my God, it's horses. Jeez. Man, that's amazing, right? We're in the year of the horse. It's action time, friends. It's action. And when I say action time, I don't necessarily mean like get out there and go walking or be busy. No, I feel like it's supposed to be focused action. Focused action. And I'm not saying that our problems are going to magically disappear, because they don't, right? But when we take a small step of action, that can be so cathartic. It can be so healing. Okay? And it goes into our headspace. Okay? So I really want to say that. Much love to you guys. Be in action, friends. Okay? And yet again, okay, I want to say this before I log off. A couple of things. I have a Patreon page and it's free. Okay. And we do weekly meditations. I have journal prompts. There's lots of meditations on there that you can access, all kinds of different stuff on there. That's number one. Number two, tomorrow night, my dear friend, she's a psychic medium, amazing. Her name is Cheryl Murphy. She and I are doing an event tomorrow night, and you can find all of that information. It's only $22, I believe, to sign up for tomorrow night. There's only a couple seats left. So if you're interested in that, go to my website, lauriealbert.com. You can be part of that tomorrow night. And then, or you can go to Patreon, sign up for free, and be part of that. So much love to you all. Thanks for being here, Bex. Jamie says, a horse I was really close to and did energy work with just had to be put down. Oh, I'm so sorry. Jamie, maybe that's what I was feeling, because I'm feeling like this real, sadness, and it wasn't so much sadness as it was frustration. So I feel like that maybe you were frustrated in terms of the horse having to be put down. So yeah, I'm sorry for the loss. It's terrible. So anyway, much love to you all. Be good humans. And remember to tell somebody that you love them today. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye. Thanks for hanging out in the spirit room. Now go shine your light. Trust your vibe. And remember to tell someone that you love them today. Namaste.